This video, we're not going to do a lot of playing. I'm actually just going to explain a little bit about the pentatonic scale with improving. Okay, one of the reasons I had said earlier why we start with the pentatonic scale as one of our first essential scales is it's your basic five tones out of a major scale. Okay, it kind of omits or gets rid of two tones, and those two tones, if you think back to solfeggio, you're going to think I'm missing fa, which is the fourth scale degree, okay, and I'm also missing ti, which is the seventh. And the main reason why we get rid of those two scale degrees with the pentatonic scale is they provide the most complex sections in music, because there are a lot of rules with how to resolve them, how to lead up to them, and a lot that we're not there yet, and it will take a little bit of time. But really making sure we have the major pentatonic scale down is only going to set us up for success down the road when it's time to learn how to improv, especially with the major scale. But when we improv with the C pentatonic scale, what I want you to always first remember is when you start and you end your solo opportunity or your improv, is you always want to start with home base, which is in this case C, which is why we call it the C pentatonic scale. Okay, so we always want to start with the C. I prefer you to start with C4, the low string, okay, middle C, but you can start with the high C as well. And what you want to do is when you're improving is I almost like to think you are sketching, and if you think back to art class, you're sketching. So it's continually working, and the more you sketch, the more of a final product you will get. So it's a lot of just creativity and noodling around with your ukulele. But with your pentatonic scale, if you think either mentally in your head the shape of the scale or just the pitches, or you memorize the pattern with your fingers, it's going to set you up for success. But please remember to always start with C and end with C. Again, it can be the high one too, okay? So when you're improving, you can either just stay at C, right there. Start with C, and I'm going to end with C, okay? At this point, all I want you to do is see if you can come up with your own solo rendition of a pentatonic scale. You want to mix in rhythms throughout to give it a little bit of variety. You can also add in repeated notes like I just did in that example. That adds a little bit of, I guess, a more interesting sound, and it really shows that, hey, I want to stay on this pitch, and there's a specific reason why. So I want you to play around with little solo by yourself, and I would really prefer you to record it. You can use an audio or a video of yourself playing it. At this point, I'm going to say a minimum requirement of, I'm going to say even 15 seconds to 20 seconds as a minimum, okay? I wouldn't exceed anywhere into past a minute, 2 minutes, I would say minutes, honestly, just because we're trying to just get familiar and get comfortable with it, and I will provide feedback with what I think of your first little improv melody. Good luck.